Yo, what's happening, ladies and gentlemen? This is your Captain Murky Aviation here. And I know it's been 3 months since I've not been uploading any content on this channel. Alright, let's just be frank here. Just a couple of seconds ago, I just started acting fake, and even when I was editing the video, I was like, yo, why am I acting as if nothing has ever happened? But let's just be real here. 3 months is not good enough. After I've promised you guys that I was going to make more content after a 6-month hiatus. Within that 6-month hiatus, I mean, obviously I explained to you guys what was going on. You know, me trying to apply for a new job, which I'm going to be talking about later in this video, as well as graduation, exams, and assignments. So yeah, I should have been more clear and concise. I should have been more communicative instead of leaving you guys in the dark, which is not good enough. You know, even as a content creator, if you're going to promise your audience that you're going to make content on this channel or whatever channel you're making, wherever, they expect you to follow through with your actions instead of just leaving them in the dark or not saying anything. Don't get me wrong, I've just started my YouTube life, you know. I'm at 300 subscribers, getting up to around 1,000 subscribers. So, I mean, this is just a learning lesson. I'm seeing the results of the YX with the amount of views that I'm getting, you know, currently. You know, no views, 0 views, all that kind of stuff. But anyways, I don't want to waste too much of your time. I want to talk through with what I do in this job. So yeah, see you later. I'll explain more later. And the real reason why I haven't been uploading is because I work at the airport. Maybe you guys have not watched the I'm Back video where I mentioned about the fact that I work at the airport, but now I'm mentioning it to you because that's where I work at. Specifically, I work airside at Dublin Airport as a ground handling agent. And basically what a person does as a ground handling agent are 2 things. You can either work at the baggage hall and load the bags into the loose dollies or the cargo dollies or containers, and or at the ramp, loading and offloading bags in and out of the aircraft. Now, I've been doing this job for over 3 months from when I started, which was on the 21st of June, and now we're at November. It's now 5 months since I've been working at the ramp. And, you know, working at the ramp and pretty much airside in general is actually fun. You know, while it's only fun after 2 months of actually starting the work at baggage hall, because being at baggage hall, it was a bit boring, you know. I didn't really, you know, enjoy working at baggage hall because you're pretty much doing the same thing over and over and over again, and it's like, yo, I want something different. I want to, you know, be bold and put myself out there and start working with aircraft. I mean, ever since I was at baggage hall, I've always wanted to work at aircraft. Even before I started working, I always wanted to work with aircraft as well. As I've seen, you know, Aviator Dan, Blue Games, Citrus Aviation working as a ramp agent, I was like, okay, why not, you know, put myself in a position where I start working as a ramp agent. I was hoping, you know, when I get my full driver's license, I'll be able to work at ramp. But when my friend was like, no, you don't have to have a full driver's license to work as a ramp. I was like, oh, okay, let me just see what happens in it. And here I am, you know, enjoying the life as a ramp agent or ground handling agent. At first, it wasn't easy. As one friend, you know, guided me through what to do. I got used to it to the point where I know exactly what I'm doing. You know, even at ramp, I didn't know exactly what I was doing. You know, I was introduced with new faces. You know, I didn't know exactly what to do, you know, at ramp. You know, I was so clueless. I felt like a little child being at ramp. You know, I mean, I may not be the only one who was like that, but yeah. Sometimes I just stand here and do pretty much nothing and not know exactly what to do next. But as time progresses, I know exactly what I'm doing. I know how to load the bags and how to stack them and how to do everything. So yeah, the company I work with, I'm not going to tell you the company name as it is classified information. I don't know about the airlines. I mean, I might mention a couple of airlines that we do work with. I've listed around, I don't know how many airlines I've listed that the company works with, but I'm gonna tell you a couple of airlines that we do work with. So the big three US carriers, which are Delta, American, United, Emirates, British Airways, Turkish Airlines, Iberia, etc., etc., etc. I'm not gonna tell you more, so yeah, I want to keep things mysterious. I don't want to say too much about this one, even though I've said a couple of things, which I don't know. Look, whatever, man. The aircrafts that the company services, it's pretty much airline dependent. So certain airlines would operate A320s, pretty much the whole A320 family, the Neos, excluding the A318 and the A319 Neo, then the Airbus A330, CEO, the 200 and the 300, Airbus A350, the 737, so it can be the NGs or the Maxes. So pretty much the 737, 700 to the 900, and the Max 8 and the Max 9. They operate the 757s, 767s, 777s, 787s, the Dash 8 and the Dash 9, the Embraer E190 and E195, and the ATR 72-600, which is a turboprop aircraft. Oh, no kidding! So yeah, these are the aircrafts that the company service that I've, actually, had my hands on. Though each and every aircraft are different. Some aircraft can be very annoying to work with, and some aircrafts can be very easy to work with. Very smooth sailing, light work. Do you get what I'm saying? So yeah. And the other things that I do at ramp are, opening the cargo doors, putting in the chocks and putting out the chocks, putting in the cones. As a non-driver, sometimes you do the headsets or the marshalling of the aircraft. But yeah, as I said non-driver, I mentioned non-driver. In a job, you also need a driving license. So if you don't have a driver's license, it doesn't really matter, because it depends on the company that you're in that you get a driver's license. Some companies might allow you, some companies might not allow you. It really is dependent. But when I got into the job, I didn't have a driver's license, and then they put me at baggage hall. And I think around 2 months later, I asked, if I can get onto the ramp, and as a non-driver, and yeah, here I am stacking the bags in and out of the aircraft. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it from all I have to say. Oh yeah, I forgot to, ask you guys this. I forgot to let you guys know that there are also perks of, I wouldn't say perks, there are also disadvantages to working at the airport as a ramper. Of course, you're gonna have to take into account that bad weather may come into, may come and disrupt, the fact that you're loading and offloading the bags in and out of the aircraft. It could be rain, it can be wind, it can be snow, it can be thunder and lightning. Again, you do also need to take into account that, obviously these ground handling these ground service equipments are not your friend. They can kill you, they can cut your hands off, they can do whatever. They're not your friend, they don't care about you. So you might need to be careful in how you handle those ground service equipment if you are a driver. As well as that, timing, I wouldn't say time, I'd say, transport. If you live in a place where it is not easy for you to get to the airport, I'm pretty sure that's gonna cause a lot of stress. And having to go from one place and the other, you don't want to miss the bus or train to get there. So again, like I said, it really depends on where you live and what buses take you to the airport. If your journey requires 2 buses, then you might as well take a car. But if you don't have a driver's license and don't have a car, or don't live near the airport or anywhere that has access straight to the airport, then you might as well look for a different job, So yeah, it might work for you, it might not work for you, it might work for others, it might not work for others. Do you get what I'm saying? So yeah, You know, all you need to do is just plan your journey, you know, see which shoe fits, and you're good to go, innit? So yeah, I think that's pretty much it for my experience on working at the ramp. If you guys have any questions, comment down below. Feel free to do it. It doesn't require any money. I mean, I might do a Q&A on it as well. So yeah, as well as that, I also want to explain a couple of reasons to why I've been inactive in making content on this channel. And I'd say the second reason was the fact that I just didn't have enough energy in, you know, making any of these type of videos, the infinite for like realistic videos. You know, I just didn't have that energy because of the fact that, you know, when a job is in the way, you know, it sometimes can hinder, you know, your way in getting into YouTube, as well as the exams and the assignments. You know, those are also the other factors to why I've not been making as much content. I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys have heard about it in the first video, but as well as the job, you know, things were just getting in my way. You know, it wasn't easy for me to get back into shape. As well as that, I'm in college right now. The previous college I was in, I was studying engineering, and the college that I'm currently studying, I'm studying the college that I'm currently studying is aviation, which is learning about the aerodynamics and the mechanics of each and every aircraft and stuff like that. So yeah, anyways, I'll do whatever I can to get myself back in shape and see where I go from there. It's probably gonna take a little bit of time, a little bit of views to get myself back up into shape. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy your day. Right here, slam that subscribe button, hit that notification bell if you guys want to be notified. Speaking of which, I will be making more trip reports. I said I was gonna do a trip report. I haven't made any trip reports, but I will, you know, be making that on my channel soon. So yeah, anyways, I think that's pretty much it. Like I said, subscribe, like, share, and I'll see you a lot in the next one in a bit.